Wait. This is the clickbait of the whole entire video. I had to apologize, and he had to apologize because he was moody about getting socks. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bethany, and on this channel we talk about deconstructing from toxic religion, and we also shine a light on problematic Christian influencers, especially if they're exploiting their children on the internet. And if any of that resonates with you, go ahead and like this video, share with a friend, and always be sure to subscribe. If you would like to receive videos 12 to 24 hours early, you can either become a patron or a YouTube member, and all of that is in the description box below. And what is happening? Both things are very, very much appreciated. And also, if you just want to financially support me anyway, you can also just buy me a coffee, which is pretty cool. And that's in the description box as well. Okay, because y'all hate me so much, I have received questions about reacting to Paul and Morgan's latest video. They have 2 out now, so I've never seen it. On this channel, we do blind reacting, so we can watch it together, and y'all can see my first reaction to just destruction on YouTube from Christians, from fundamentalist Christians. So this one is 33 minutes long, and so they posted this one, and they also posted one this is entitled, I Had to Apologize. Okay. And the latest one that they uploaded, it says, we went to Morgan's least favorite place. And it's just kind of a theme from what I'm seeing, that they're going to, from what I can see, clickbait arguments and clickbait fights, which it can't continue to be a thing. Like, you can only clickbait so much. So I wonder what this apologizing is all about, and how much picklePAUL is actually in it. I don't know what's in it, but what I do know is that I'm going to play it at 0.25, I think, because it just takes forever. So here we go. Let's snark on Paul and Morgan.
And I'll just be real with you guys, like, good morning, family. Morgan, good morning.
Good morning.
Somebody looks happy. How's baby Judah? Morgan, how did you sleep last night?
I slept like a dream.
Well, tell us. We've turned a corner.
We guys have turned a corner.
Tell them the corner we've turned.
Praise the Lord God Almighty, truly.
Seriously.
He is now sleeping from today, or last night, he slept from 7:30 and he didn't wake up till 8. I had to go in and wake him up.
Guys, babies are incredible creatures. The passy thing, I guess it's a good thing that he can have a passy when he's younger, but then it's like, okay, we're going to remove the passy. It's kind of like scary. Is he just going to really balk at the idea of having his passy taken away? It was like almost instant. No more having to go in and put the passy back in, which we were doing a lot. Morgan would go in, I would go in. Morgan would go in more than me. So much. Suddenly we remove the passy.
Yeah, no kidding, because you're playing picklePAUL. Or, like we have learned in other videos, you haven't been sleeping in the same bed for 3 freaking months so you could get your beauty picklePAUL sleep while Morgan attended to the child, which I'm going to blur out as much as I can. As I have said before, I do not have like the editing system to where I can just like I'll do what I can. But this is like I can't stand when Christian influencers just hop on the family vlogging train, because he has literally said in one of their lives, we are not going to become a family vlogging channel. We're not going to do it. But here's the thing. Once they start showing their children on social media and they see that boost of views and boost of comments and engagement, they tend to, not just like Paul and Morgan, like themselves, but like they, meaning Christian influencers, or even any influencer who started as like them, like a husband and a wife, and they're just filming themselves, or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, and then they start having children, and then it's all about the kids, because their engagement skyrockets, which means views go up, which means more money. And so I would assume, same with Brittany Dawn, dude, mark my words, she will become a family vlogging channel, 100%. Her baby will 100% be on her YouTube videos, in her YouTube videos. That is my opinion. I'm not stating it as fact, but I really think it's going to happen. And literally the same thing that happened to Paul and Morgan. Their political, conservative, sit down on the couch stuff. Sorry. That evidently their views were, engagement, were decreasing, or they would still be doing it. And so that's why they're family vlogging now, because the engagement wasn't that great, I'm assuming, because if it was, they'd still be doing it. It's work. They'd carve out time to do it if the money was good enough. But now they're just going to be a family vlogging channel. And that's gross, because that's exploiting children. And because what we know of the nasty people on social media like to do with children's faces and AI, it's disgusting. So why in the world, as a Christian, would you not want to physically, mentally, spiritually, social media, protect your children? Especially a patriarchal as Paul and Morgan, as in the fundamentalist Christian faith, Paul is failing his family because he is vlogging his children. He is failing as a father and a husband because he is not protecting his children and his wife. He's failing.
And it was like instant. He just adjusted. Now we've had 3 nights in a row where he's just slept through the whole entire night. She had to go wake him up. This is a praise report if I've ever seen one.
It really is. I'll talk more about it later with you guys, because if you're in the thick of the awfulness of sleep deprivation, I want to encourage you all, because I get it. I literally was there like 6 days ago. Not sure if I'd ever see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Last thing I'll say, being a parent puts you in these places where you're like struggling that you wouldn't be if you were, you didn't have kids. And kids are incredible, they're amazing, but there are certain struggles you don't experience. But then you also get to experience the victories. We wouldn't get to experience knowing what it's like to have a toddler who doesn't sleep through the night and it's difficult, and then suddenly he does, and we're celebrating. Oh yeah, I guess Judah would be a baby, yeah. With the challenges come celebrations, and that's a beautiful thing. Morgan, what are you eating for breakfast?
Oh, just oatmeal with my baby spoon, because I need to do the dishes.
Real life. Guys, as you can see, I got a haircut. I will fix it here in a moment. But tournament weekend. This weekend's tournament is a little different. It's a cash tournament.
Money ball.
Money is on the line.
$10,000. Just kidding.
Not $10,000. That is later. That will be tomorrow. So we'll prep today. We'll get ready. We got a lot of stuff to do today. This has got to make the vlog. Yesterday, we were taking a family walk back from Whole Foods. Let's just say Halloween came early for me this year. We see a guy walking his dog, and his dog is wearing sunglasses. Wait, that's nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys what I've...
What does that have to do with Halloween? It's a dog wearing super cute. But what does it have to do with Halloween? And I really wonder how long it's going to take them to really circle back around to the title of their video. I had to apologize. I bet I'll put money down right now that it's at like the last 5 minutes of the video.
Drinking in the mornings. Every morning I have some coffee. I am not like a huge coffee drinker or anything. We don't own a coffee machine. I just want a little, pick me up. Go, get it, girl. But also I just enjoy like having just a nice ice cold drink in the morning. What I had been drinking was really honestly terrible for you. It's this. And it's, the ingredients aren't amazing.
Nasty spider.
Bug. Good eye, bud. So yeah, not amazing. I've been drinking this for years and I'm like, okay, I need to like change it up because one, I don't even know how much caffeine it has. Probably not that much.
I don't know if you can tell by observing Morgan on social media, but she's pretty crunchy. And I don't just say that like whatever, like she really does pay a good amount of attention, more than almost anyone I know, about the ingredients and stuff.
I try my best.
I think it's very cool.
Sir, you cannot say that. Not like if you're okay. If you are okay, hold on. Let me just go back and pause it on that thing. Hold please. Delight iced coffee. It's not like a sugar-free. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's zero sugar iced coffee. Caramel macchiato. Oh, okay, so it is 0 sugar. Okay. I got. So what I was gonna say is, if this was the sugar-ridden International Delight like coffee creamer or coffee, then it's like, you cannot say you are crunchy. You cannot say, oh, I'm on this really trying to do, because remember the video before, she like was getting hangry and she couldn't eat something because it wasn't in her meal plan, but then she could eat sweet potato tots, which, listen, I love sweet potato tots. My point was that what meal plan can she not eat? Like, what meal plan doesn't have the food that she already has in her house, but has sweet potato tots? Like, that didn't make sense to me. But, and a sugary caramel macchiato full of sugar. Like, you cannot say you are crunchy. However, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, if you are measuring out, which this one is sugar-free, and there have been studies, I have arguments with people about this so much, but, if you are drinking a soda, right, and it's either between the sugar-free one, a diet soda, or a sugary soda, it is a nutritional myth that you should drink the whole sugary soda because of the artificial sweeteners. There are studies that have been done. If you are choosing between those two sodas, drink the diet one, because it's better to have, not better for it, but better to have the artificial sweeteners than the 25 to 40 grams of sugar in a little can of a soda. You know what I mean? So, I do not want to hear it. Listen, we're not having that discussion. Okay, so what I'm saying here is, if she's like measuring that out and not fully pouring it in a thing, okay, cool. Better that it is 0 sugar. However, what I am getting at is, she was super, it's not in my meal plan, I can't have it. And then this, but then he comes in and says she's super, super crunchy. I mean, is this her one, little treat that she has because she is mostly concerned about the ingredients, which, please be concerned about ingredients in your food. Read labels. I'm not giving her shit for that. I'm giving them shit because he said she's a crunchy mom and she's showing us this. But if this is like her one treat during the day and the rest is like no red dye 40, no yellow dye, and very, very conscious about what she's given her kids and them, absolutely. But the food that we've also seen them eat too, which was ultra processed and packaged, again, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But just don't say that you're super crunchy when this, you know what I mean?
And it's, the ingredients aren't amazing.
Nasty spider.
Bug. Good eye, bud. So yeah, not amazing. I've been drinking this for years and I'm like, okay, I need to like change it up because one, I don't even know how much caffeine it has. Probably not that much.
I don't know if you can tell by observing Morgan on social media, but she's pretty crunchy. And I don't just say that like whatever, like she really does pay a good amount of attention, more than almost anyone I know, about the ingredients and stuff.
I try my best.
I think it's very cool.
Thanks, babe. Sorry for the loud noise. I'm like standing right by the dishwasher and it's running. Anywho, so I moved on. I'm a big girl now to this. And the ingredients are coffee, cane sugar. That's it. This is actually very delicious. So I use this plus, because I love my caramel macchiatos, you know, I got this. What's happening? I can't with these two. But anywho, that's the coffee I'm drinking, and it is.
And there we go. All right, guys, breakfast today. I got my Greek yogurt with bananas, chocolate chips, and granola. And then just a little bit of a protein drink. Like I've shared, I'm trying to up my protein. Wait, Morgan just gave me a look.
No, I was gonna say you should do it from the other angle, better lighting. Much better.
My skin looks like a bronze sculpture. All right, guys, we're on the move. I feel like normally early on in our vlogs, I'm on my way to go drill pickleball at the park. Not today. I was fairly intentional about changing it up today. One, I got the tournament tomorrow, but two, there's a few things that I want to work on just by myself. So I did not text anyone about drilling. And I have, let that segue over into what's next, to this next part. I'm at the mall working on figuring out how to get better socks. I'm trying to get a better sock situation. My feet, as I've been, you know, drilling 5 days a week for a good amount of time every day, pushing myself, my feet have been taking a beating. Little things you don't really think about. I grabbed some socks from Dick's Sporting Goods that are like more athletic and hopefully would be easier on my feet, but I didn't really like them that much. So I'm gonna take them back. I bought 2 sets of them. Since I already wore one of them, I'm gonna keep those. I'm not gonna return those, but I'm gonna return the other ones, and then I'm gonna go sock hunting. You guys don't wanna see my feet. I got one toenail that's black. I have a blister on one of my big toes that's just ridiculous. It just, again, stuff you don't really think about. It reminds me back of my college soccer days. Sports, athletics, training, it just puts your body through it, and it's not always kind to your body, but you gotta love the journey, and you gotta be able to just roll with it.
Sir, once again, it's pickleball. It's pickleball. I understand. Listen. I am a socks hooer. I am a bougie sock. Like, I do not like thin socks. Get them away from me. I want thick, cushiony, socks. So, I'm kind of understanding. However, the way that he explains it, and he says, oh, you just gotta love the journey. Oh my God. Dude, how much, let me know in the comments, how much do you want to bet that one of his next journeys is going to be like writing an athletic devotional or writing a Christian athletic book of like how to stay on track with God while you're conquering your goals. Dude, I bet that's it.
Exchange those onto the next place. If any of you guys do a lot of physical activity and have found socks that keep your feet dry, please let me know in the comments.
All right, so Paul's mom just had surgery. So
comfy, yes. Dry, absolutely not. That is what, not baby powder, but, Gold Bond is for. Nope. Dude, when I get anxious, super fun story. When I get anxious, my feet profusely sweat. It's absolutely disgusting. It's just what it is. So my socks get wet, but damn it, they're squishy and they're super, super comfy. So I don't know how he's gonna keep his little piggies dry. Don't know. Just use Gold Bond, I guess. I don't know.
We are gonna make her a meatloaf and mashed potatoes. That was her request. Luca's gonna be helping.
Mom! The meatloaf!
We'll see how this goes. I've never made meatloaf, so we'll see.
Do you like meatloaf? My husband loves meatloaf. Well, it has to be his mother's meatloaf. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's not something like meatloaf. I don't know. Like it's not appetizing. Doesn't look good. It's not, I don't know. Do you like it? I don't.
All right, a man returning to his roots. I know these aren't like the highest quality sporty socks, but I'm here at H&M and I just like their socks. They keep my feet pretty dry. They've got a nice thinness to them, so I'm just gonna go with several pairs of these.
Today I'm going to this place called Ray Lana's, and it's like a giant consignment sale that they do twice a year maybe. I went last year and it was awesome. There was so much stuff. I'm a little late to it, but it's maybe for the best because today is the 50% off day. But specifically I'm looking for some, like, they have a ton of homeschool curriculum, books, stuff like that, so I'm gonna be looking at that stuff. Not that I'm like ready to homeschool Luca, because I'm not, but it would be fun to do just like our ABCs and stuff like that, so I'm gonna just see what they have. But also,
yeah, number one, I was like, he is not at the age to go to school. And then two, I was like, no, that's not how homeschooling it. Like, you get in a program, like, you have other people you're around. You still do like extracurricular things. You don't just wing it and then like, I'm gonna homeschool my kid. So I'm glad that I was like, holy shit, no, Morgan, please, God, no. But for her to like learn stuff, okay, that makes sense, dude. I was really nervous.
I don't know, like, I just feel like we don't have toys. Like, we have toys, but to me they're like pointless toys. Like, I want to get rid of some of his toys and get some new, more independent inspired play type toys, and just like some fun, like a racetrack or something like that. So I'm also going to be on the hunt for that. That is a beef stick. So we're going to be going through some of his toys and putting them away or throwing them away, whatever, and then getting some fresh ones.
Cheese.
All I keep thinking is that these poor children are literally growing up with like a camera in their face, and not kind of like how we were when it was, okay, just small for the camera, and then, that was it. It is recording things at the house, just randomly having a camera while cleaning the house. Like, and because, oh man, I bet that's gonna happen, because Paul is now recording their disagreements and their arguments. I would imagine that when the boys have like little milestones of, oh, we went, poop in the potty, or potty training, or his first steps, or just, whatever, milestones like that, it's gonna be on camera. And I feel like the only reason why it wasn't with the first one, Luca, is because they weren't vlogging and they were still doing their couch conversations. So that sucks. That really sucks for the boys.
All right, guys, just finished filming some content for a local small business, and then I get in my car and I see that I got a text. It said, "I will always love you." It was like, you know how you see part of the text and you click on it and you see more? That's all I saw. And so immediately I'm like, it's a troll has gotten my number. Sadly, Morgan and I have gotten some texts that have been weird, very weird. So I very nervously clicked on the text, and it continued, "I will always love you because you never stopped loving me. I am Donald Trump." You know how you get these political texts around election time? Old Donald is sending out texts. That's the weirdest one I've gotten from any politician. But to be honest, I'm relieved that it was not one of the trolls.
That's a super interesting thing to share with your audience, that you and your wife have received interesting messages. Wouldn't that tell you something? And of course, if you are on social media, if you are on YouTube, it's inevitable that there might be, weird messages here and there, whatever. Okay. But to have somebody know y'all's number is, one, like weird for one, but two, after receiving those messages, which we don't know if it was like prior vlogging or it's, within the vlogging time, why would you be even less private with your life if you are receiving those types of messages, is where I'm getting at. Like, wouldn't you say like, oh, maybe we need to be a little more private with our kids, where we live, where the store that she literally just said, oh, I'm gonna go down to blah, 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 and go, like, why are you telling people where you're going? Of course, it's gonna be at a different time frame for when this video is uploaded, but it's still telling bad people that you go there. And so you're probably not just going to go there one time. And because we know that Paul is not at the house all the time, you're probably going to have both boys with you by yourself at this location. Like, if you are already receiving messages from people that y'all do not know and they're super creepy and weird, why be so, like, what am I trying to say? Forthcoming with y'all's private life and where you live and the house that you live in and the bricks that are on the, like, there was a comment in one of the other videos where I kept saying, I'm like, okay, so now people know which corner of the street you live on. Clearly, y'all are very, very forthcoming and saying y'all live in Louisville, Kentucky, and now you know what Whole Foods they go to, and blah, blah, blah. And somebody in the comments was saying, you reiterating all of these things is also helping these people, like the bad people, with this. And it's like, number one, it's not my responsibility to keep them safe. It is my responsibility, as I did put on myself, to share with y'all how dangerous family vlogging is, especially when you have children. That's what it is. That is my responsibility. I mean, granted, I gave myself that responsibility because not a lot of people are talking about it, and it's wrong. It's a lack of safety for your children, and it just boggles my mind. Like, these two people are either absolutely stupid, they don't care. Oh, no, that's it. They're absolutely stupid, or they just don't care. Because there is no way in this day and age right now that you can not know or be naive to predators on social media and what predators can do with the audio of your child, like with the voice of your child, with the video of your child, with even a picture of your kid. There have been family vloggers, family vlogging children, okay? So the parents who do the family vlogging and the kids of these parents who have been found on pedo websites of AI and making the child's face do things. That is real life. That's real life. It sucks. Should it be like that? No. But more people need to talk about it. So, I will continue talking about it. I don't care if it makes people uncomfortable. Like, oh, you're also exploiting the children too. No, I'm not. They're not mine. They're not mine to exploit. And they're already out here. Their parents are the ones exploiting them. I'm the one telling my audience how wrong this is, especially if you are a Christian, because your number one is your family, of course, God, and then your family. And a man is there to provide and to protect, okay? He is not doing the protection one very well at all. As I said like 2 seconds ago, he is failing. He is failing as a father because he is not protecting his children. That's what it is.
So I just finished converting some of our long form content into short form content. Believe it or not, that stuff actually does take a while, but it is what it is. Now I'm heading home to get some lunch and relieve Morgan. Morgan's home with the kids a lot. She spends a lot of time with them, so I really like giving her the space and opportunity, because I'm able to do this, to for her to head out. If she wants to, you know, go to the store, go to the gym, sit in her car, go walk around somewhere. I like giving her that space.
So she gets to have time to run to the store and to go to the store because you let her do it, because you allow her to do that. That was a weird choice of words, I feel like. I love letting her do that. I let her do that. Or I'm a dad and Morgan needs some chill time, so I'm going to go watch my own kids. Not let her. That was weird.
Alright, so I made it over to the consignment shop place, Ray Lana's, that's what it's called. And I wasn't sure I was going to make it over there, but I'm so excited that I did, because I got some awesome stuff for 30 bucks. I got 10 items. I'll show you all later, but I'm pumped. I think I did well. Now I am headed to my in-laws, Paul's parents. I dropped off the meatloaf and mashed potatoes earlier, but I'm headed over there now because I'm going to help my sister-in-law pack her stuff up before she heads to Mexico. I'm going to help her pack for a little bit, and then I'm actually going to just do my workout in the basement there because I have a gym. So her and I will work out afterwards, and then I will go home. I'm about to make my Patreon encouragement. Every Friday, Paul and I like to post a little encouragement, what we've been learning in the Word, etc., etc. So I'm about to do that when I'm done driving. Okay, I helped Julia pack for about 5 minutes, and now I'm going to lift some weights, and so is Jules. Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna help Julia pack more tomorrow night, but I only have so much time out and about during the day. Anything you'd like to say, Jules?
Hey, everyone.
Morgan just got back from running her errands, and now I'm back out to knock out a few more things. I got several other things to do.
You know, there are some times, mostly in Brittany Dawn videos, where I will have people say, like, you're just coming from a hateful and envious place. Promise you, it is not envy. However, I am envious of that at-home gym. I will say that.
Be real with you guys, like, I just am frustrated. And not like it's not a big thing, but it would just be disingenuous to act like my energy level was really high and I was just feeling amazing. Like, life's great. Praise the Lord. It's a good day. I'm going to spend a little time in prayer and reading the Word. That'll be good. But I'm just, I don't know, well, the haters are really going to go after me for this little spiel. Whatevs. But the sock thing. So Morgan just got home, and I guess, all right, here's the thing. I don't like spending a lot of time and taking time away from other things, more important things. I don't like spending a lot of time trying to figure something out or doing something, and then it doesn't end up getting resolved. So yesterday I ran by the mall to Dick's Sporting Goods, got those socks, tried them out, didn't like them. Then I went and I thought I was buying the socks that, like, I knew I liked, and then Morgan just got home, and I was like, hey, Morgan, like, these are the socks that you bought me from H&M, right? And she was like, oh, no, I think I got those from Target. And I was like, oh, so these, I don't even know if these are the ones I like. And so now I'm going to go to the gym and hit some balls indoor and see if these are the ones. And if these aren't the ones, I know that it sounds trivial, but in all reality, like, my feet have been taking a beating. They've been taking a beating, and I really would like to get the sock situation figured out. That's the thing, is I realize this is a little bit of a character flaw for me. Just letting very small things at the end of the day, very small things, get to me more than they should. And when Morgan got home and I was about to leave the house just now, like, she saw that I was, like, getting a little moody, and she called me out, and it was good. But at the end of the day, like, I want to stink and get my socks figured out so I can move on.
Why in the world did you have to prove that you text your wife? And to be quite honest, what a disingenuous text that was. Sorry for being moody. Heart. Like, no, please detail. Women, okay, let me not generalize. I need / love when my husband is, which I have to kind of like push him to sometimes, but when he is genuine with, when he is genuine with apologies, you know, instead of like, sorry, or I'm sorry, or not even say sorry and just kind of like moves on. Like, I want a, hey, really sorry for saying this thing. Like, today has been shitty and I took it out on you. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, super specific in the apology. I absolutely love that because it tells me that you know, like, why you're apologizing, you know? And that was, I would have been like, so, what? No. Like, huh? No. Let's talk about it. I don't want to text. Please call me. Like, but that he had to screen record it and put it up here, like, I hate it. That was so stupid. That was so, like, you... So, my haters are gonna hate this. But really, what we're probably gonna hate on more is the fact that you had to screen record your apology, your bullshit apology to your wife, just so we all knew that you... That was so stupid.
And not go back to the mall again and again and again.
And also, like, wear 2 pairs of socks. Well, he said he wanted thin socks, I guess. Which, now that I say that out loud, that doesn't make sense. If your feet are, like, having a beating, as you say you do, you need thick socks, dude. Thicker socks, because if you are being athletic in pickleball, you're gonna probably, like, get holes in your socks. A hole, like, that's not like supporting, but that's not a good cushion. That's like not helping your feet, right? Get a thick pair of socks, like squishy, like, oh, makes your feet so snuggly cozy. Thin socks aren't gonna cut it. And just go to freaking Target, dude. It'll take 2 seconds, which I can also understand. It's time out of your day, but also at the same time, like, you're outside of the house all day long. And you don't have to take your stuff back the second, like the day after. You can wait a little bit for sure. So you don't have to. I think he's putting way too much stress on himself. And yes, I'm glad he's aware that this is a character flaw, because it's like, dude, take a breath. At least you're able to have socks. Like, at least you have socks, dude. Like, at least you have the money to buy brand new socks. At least you have a vehicle to transport you to the places where you can spend money to buy socks. You're fine.
And I got stuff to do. I think part of it probably is a spiritual thing of just like needing to grow spiritually. But I think part of it too is my ADHD, if you will. I hyper focus on things, and like I want to be able to put my focus on certain specific things. So when I feel like my focus is kind of being spread thin into these other smaller things, it just kind of ticks me off. But in reality, like, this is part of the journey. This is part of my pickleball journey, road to...
Are you quite literally saying your frustration over having to go to a different store to purchase socks is just another part of the pickleball journey? Is that quite literally what you're saying right now? And, of course, it always has to be spiritual. Oh, it has something to do with spirit. No, you're just being impatient. And you're not being grateful. Like, if you switched your mentality to gratefulness of, like I said earlier, having a car to transport you, being able to have socks, and people don't even have socks. Some people don't even have shoes, have socks, have a vehicle. Once you switch that, You kind of put yourself in a place. It's not a spiritual thing. Not everything is a spiritual thing. And that is so crazy, and it is so exhausting for fundamentalist Christians to think that, because then in his prayer time, he's going to be like, God, check my spirit, because, you know, my heart's not right with you, because I am frustrated. Like, it's okay to be frustrated, but sometimes you have to check yourself. Absolutely. But it's all a part of it. Oh, spare me.
Higher levels, the highest level, there's going to be small things like this, and I got to embrace it. I've told myself, that's part of what I tell myself and remind myself, is trust the process. Trust the process. This is part of the process. Minor aches and pains and injuries and foot pains and all that stuff, it's part of the process, and I got to learn to adapt, to adjust, to love it, and to be a good sport and not get moody about small things like socks. There's my rant for the day. Also, I'm frugal, and I just don't like spending money on small stuff like this.
Wait. This is the clickbait of the whole entire video. I had to apologize, and he had to apologize because he was moody about getting socks. Is this real life? And then he checks himself and says it's all about, it's a part of the journey of being a pickleball pro is getting socks. Oh my God, I hate everything.
I'm spending money again and again on socks, of all things. Socks! And now that it's, you know, midday, getting later in the day, and I got stuff that I need to do to finish up, and then it's like, I still got socks on my mind. All right, I'm done.
Well, guys, me and Luca are back outside hanging out. My dad is about to come over because my mom is out on the town tonight, and so he was like, I don't want to be alone, so he's coming over and is gonna hang out with us, and then me and him and Paul are gonna go play some pickleball. Once these boys are asleep, we got a babysitter. You're not coming. Trying to figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. I think we'll keep it pretty simple tonight.
So I thought I'd just share real quick what I was reading in the Word, because it is relevant to my sock situation.
Oh my God.
But it's 1 Peter chapter 5. It says, humble yourself in the sight of God so that he will exalt you at the proper time, which is a fascinating verse in and of itself. I'd like to do more research on that. But then it says, cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. And there's actually a pretty good amount of verses similar to that in the Bible. But every time I read one like that, it means a lot to me, as it should anybody. I need that. Like, I need to remind myself of that. I need to truly believe that I can cast my anxieties on him, that he's actually calling us to do that, to cast them all on him. He cares for us. We don't need to hold those. We don't need to be burdened by them.
Being burdened by what? Sir Paul, the amount of time that you have recorded yourself on your camera, you could have gotten new socks. The amount of time you spent in prayer about the sock situation, you could have gotten new socks. Stop being burdened by what has been. Okay.
We don't need to let it steal our joy. We do not need to let it steal tomorrow's joy because we're worried about stuff. I'm not directly applying this to the socks. I'm applying it to life. And man, if we can live that way of like, oh God, I'm starting to feel fearful or anxious about certain things, but I'm going to choose to let you take them, and then just walk in faith and trust and peace and joy and thanksgiving. Revolutionary. Seriously. All right, guys. So I'm heading into the gym. I just finished my devotions, and then I did some mental work, some pickleball mental work, some visualizing certain scenarios and certain outcomes that I want, and just thinking and meditating on growth that I want to see happen in my pickle.
Interesting that you're visualizing things coming from a man who probably is super, super opinionated about how manifestation isn't real. Now, I used to be gung-ho for manifestation and law of attraction, okay? Now, it's in between. However, what I am saying is the definition of manifestation and the scriptures in the Bible that state whatever you ask for in prayer, believe you have received it and it shall be yours. That's manifestation in a nutshell. And a part of the manifestation is also visualizing the outcome of what you want. Literally what he's doing. So, in one breath, he'll say, I'm visualizing. He did some pickleball mental work, visualizing my wins. But in another breath, he'll also say, manifestation is a form of witchcraft. Okay.
Ball game. A lot of it is mental. Mental side is often neglected, but it is a big deal. It's a piece that I wish had been stronger when I played college soccer. So now I feel like I'm getting like a second chance to really dive into that world as well as the physical side of pickleball. I got these H&M socks on. Hopefully they will work out and I can give the sock thing a rest. Also, I got my big toe with the huge blister on it. I got it taped up with second skin, so hopefully that'll help. It's crazy how much of this is footwork. You know, you look and you're like, oh, it's so much hands, hand speed, hand power. No, you gotta get your feet right, and everything else builds off of that. Picked up dinner for me and the bride, Morgan's favorite sandwich, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Not my favorite, but I get it because I love her and we share it. I was reminiscing with the lady there.
I would love for him to record his full gym session. Wow, I would go hard in his gym session. Oh, that would be perfect.
About the days when you could get the $5 footlong, or you could come in on like a Wednesday and get the, you know, footlong turkey for $5. Not the case anymore. $12.40 for this bad boy. I was actually like trying to get some empathy from the lady, but she was just like stone cold. Oh, okay, she softened up a little bit, but if like I was trying to talk to her, she was like just total business mode.
We're at the court.
I thought he was about to say bitch mode. That's what I thought he was about to say. Y'all, stop going to Subway. It's shit food. I don't care if you like it. It's shit food. Stop it.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Crushing everyone.
We've just crushed every single person that's come into our hands. Crushed them. Well, really, it hasn't been a bad night. We've each taken our turns winning. We've played on separate teams.
Because we're the best, so they have to split us up.
Yeah.
Be with the
it wouldn't be
player.
fair. Like, Paul wouldn't survive without one of us on his team, so. See if Paul can get some points for everyone to witness. Look at that swing. Look at that arm swing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. My dad is playing with Paul. Look at that serve. Come on, Daddy-O. Good third shot drop. Nice and patient.
I don't think I have ever cared less about a sport in my whole life. Don't care. Absolutely. I'd rather watch. What's the one where you like with the ice and then you push it and it's like, oh my god, where's it going? I'd rather watch that than pickleball. Oh my god.
Morty, how you doing? Do you forgive me about allowing the sock situation to affect my day and my mood more than it should have?
Yes, I forgive you, babe. We all have our things, so you haters that are gonna comment and be like, just shut it. Don't act like you've never had something in your life that you've been like fussy about, big whiny butthead about. Because we all have our thing.
That we're working through. Guys, real quick, if you're enjoying this,
I won't comment on their video, but I'll definitely comment on here.
vlog content and you're enjoying that we're able to keep doing these vlogs, you want to support them, consider becoming a patron. Patreon.com/PaulandMorgan Show. The link is always below, and that is a huge blessing to us to continue to make these.
We love our patrons.
Yeah, thank you, the patrons that already support us. You guys are amazing. So guys, the Moneyball was canceled, but I feel like there was a lot in this vlog already. There is another Moneyball that the stakes are even higher coming up that will probably be our next vlog.
Yes.
Kind of around that one, a little bit more money is on the line that can be earned. I'm gonna call it earned.
Yes.
So people don't feel like it's too close to gambling. Earned, because the hard work being put in hopefully will result in the cash prize. Morgan, should I be concerned? It feels like you've been getting very sassy on Instagram, kind of towards the haters. Should I be nervous?
Wait, what? So people don't feel like it's too close to gambling? Number one, who cares? And two, It's an award to playing. Why would it be close to That's so stupid. Calm down.
Because I don't know how far you're willing to go.
I could go very far. No, I'm just kidding. I'm done. Just had to have my moment once a year, you know. Have my moment trolling the trolls. It's a great time.
Very good.
What was she saying on social media? Oh, I'm sure it was like, you guys have no idea. Or don't act like you haven't done this in your life before. Or like, you're not actually trolling the trolls. If you would like to troll, well, just don't. Like, just ignore it. Like, of course, people are gonna say, shit, you're out here now exploiting your children, which is gonna bring on a whole realm of new haters to you. I mean, it was bad before, but it's gonna get worse now. But I wonder what she's saying.
Very good.
And you guys were enjoying it. Got so much interaction on my Instagram from those stories.
That's good. All right. If people are enjoying it, not thinking that you're being totally serious.
Yeah. And if any of y'all are like, what is she talking about? Just don't worry about it.
She was just going savage mode, being very sarcastic towards, some stuff our haters have been saying. All right, guys, comment.
He does not like that. He does not like Sassy Morgan because she's not being Christ-like enough. For freaking sure. You could tell in his face. I'm just making sure that you were being sarcastic, but I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't. Yeah, he doesn't like it.
But once again, Morgan, I'm about to start editing this vlog. I don't even really know the footage I'm going to be editing from you.
Correct.
So I was going to say, like, comment below, and I don't really know what's there totally yet. I think it is going to fit together in perfect fusion, as they always do.
Yes.
And I'm excited to put it together, like, so it like plays out our day in sequential order, real time. But comment below, let us know if there's anything in your life similar to the sock situation that I was, the sock apparel.
Yes.
And if you could relate, just let me know if you could relate at all. Morgan, what about on your end?
If you relate to my toddler conversation that I had with you guys.
I am going to edit the toddler conversation out because it's just absolutely obnoxious. I can't deal with it. But Paul, drop the socks. Like, drop this. Like, this whole entire vlog, I had to apologize, was literally about him freaking out over having to take a pair of socks back to get a new pair of socks. Y'all, that's not real life. That is not real life. That's crazy. Okay. I'm going to cut that video here. Well, it's done, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here. Y'all let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing them. Yeah, if you have nothing to say, go ahead and drop the socks emoji. Oh my god, I would absolutely love it. Drop the socks emoji. Okay. I appreciate y'all so very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.